it. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been on my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet him a bite, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating, cause they in the way, and I'm way up and made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Why I ain't holding around? Just a little Merlin, out the cute. For a burger, watch in the front seat, that'll fall down J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon'
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak it across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Now the rookie from Alabama, it's Bo Scarborough. And again they stuff him. A loss last time, and this time hitting him for no gain.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Easy.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
26.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bo Scarborough with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 10-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, Prescott. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Tyler Davison able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Third and long for Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Prescott now on second down. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Here we go, 46. Everybody, 46.
Prescott to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It's a keeper with Prescott. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they don't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, room here to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. 34 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to target him a little bit.
They don't need to see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground, this time with a yard line. Tackle there by Leighton. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Hey, kill.
Breeze to throw on second down. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Breeze to throw. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Breeze now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Being chased out left. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it with Kamara. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Got it.
To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to launch this and got his man complete. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You're good. Right full, ready.
Now Breeze. Finding room at the 30. Thomas has got it. Complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Right there. 54. Right. Good set. Hey, easy.
To throw is Breeze. Completes this one to Meredith. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good set. 13.
Again, it's Breeze. Room to run past midfield. And Thomas has it. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Easy.
On first down, Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Breeze to throw again. This complete to Josh Huff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Huff, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46. Done. Here we go, 47. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Woo! You got it. You got it. 48.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On second down, here's Breeze. Buying time to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Left. Got it.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Under. Got it.
Breeze going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Austin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
46. Switch. Hey. 47. Gun. 47. 36.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. Here we go. 480. Here we go. 46.
Here's Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
It's coming now.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over them, and that's caught inside the 35. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
It's coming now. Hey.
2nd down, Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Kill!
Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go. Easy.
Again, it's Kamara. Whoosh. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kill.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going up top. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This is fielded at the 7. And now running right through it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
47.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here we go, 46. Go, let's finish now. Here we go. Go right in.
He's back to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Steps away. He's going to... Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's